Hi folks, welcome back to Tread Out of Time. I'm Harry, I'm a London tour guide. I run Tread Out of Time and my aim is to promote a creative exploration of this wonderful city which is London and take history out onto the streets and tell you about the stories that lie behind some of London's sometimes overlooked buildings. Anyway, this week we are looking at the Kentish Town Forum. So not a hidden venue, this is an absolutely massive music venue, but it nonetheless has a history that is deserving of being shared and told, which I think is often overlooked. This venue was originally built in 1934 as an Art Deco cinema. Just look at the amazing exterior of this, and it's very reflective of many other buildings around London built at this particular time. It was designed by an architect known as J. Stanley Beard, and he was a big deal. He designed over 25 London cinemas during this time period, including the Capitol and Forest Hill, St James and St James Picture House, just to name two of these 25 cinemas that he developed. The story arc of Art Deco cinemas are often very, very similar, being either developed and turned into flats or falling into disrepair and becoming bingo halls before being converted into a Wetherspoons. This is definitely the tale that played out for the Capitol in Forest Hill. I've got a post about the history of the Capitol in Forest Hill over on my Instagram, so go over, I'll link it somewhere, go and check that out too. This venue managed to bulk that trend and it's managed to survive as a music venue to this day. Surprisingly, it survived as a cinema right up until the 1970s when, you've guessed it, it was then converted into a bingo hall. However, following that bingo hall closure, its story didn't die and it soon became an Irish dance and music venue. And in the 1980s, when the bingo hall evolved into this dance hall, live music was reborn there under the Town and Country Club. It stayed as the Town and Country Club up until 1993. The last performance in the Town and Country Club was actually Van Morrison performing there on the 21st of March 1993. Luckily for the venue, when this lease ran out, it was bought up by the Mean Fiddler Group, and this is a group that is owned by Vince Power. His first escapade into live music was running the Mean Fiddler down in Harlesden, and since the conception of that groundbreaking and important venue, he went on to promote some of the biggest musicians and gets amazing musicians coming to Britain for the first time, as well as developing an empire of music venues which included the Astoria and expanded out to founding Reading and Leeds Festival. So it was in safe hands and it stayed as part of the Mean Fiddler Group right up until 2007, when it was bought over by the MAMA company, who purchased it and spent 1.5 million redeveloping the venue and expanding the capacity up to 2,300. In 2015, the venue was then bought and acquired by Live Nation and rebranded the O2 Kentish Town Forum. Although it is now an O2 Academy venue, which inevitably means inflated gig tickets, inflated drink prices, and huge amounts of corporate advertising everywhere, it nonetheless has managed to maintain as a music venue, which is hugely, hugely significant and important. And it means that you and I can go and stand in this venue, which has been there since the 1930s, and enjoy live entertainment in this fantastic Art Deco space. And notable musicians have played this venue, including the Arctic Monkeys, Keith Richards, the Pogues, the Who, the Damned, which are just to name a few. I've personally seen a number of amazing gigs here, including Brian Fallon and the Menzingers. If you want to pop over and visit this venue, and if you're heading there for a gig, there are plenty of places nearby to grab a drink or some food before you visit a gig. The Southampton Arms, just down the road towards Gospel Oak, is an amazing little tiny pub which is fantastic, and then there are loads of other venues and places to grab drinks right next to the Forum. It is also a stone's throw from Camden, so you can pop by here after visiting Camden or whatever really. Getting here on public transport, Kentish Town is on the Northern Line, or you can get there on the Overground walking from either Kentish Town West or Gospel Oak. It's sort of bang in between the two. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video and I've enlightened you somewhat on the history of this amazing little venue. Anyway, if you have found this interesting or have your own stories of seeing gigs there, let me know down in the comments. But until next week, remember, stay free and be kind. I'll see you out on the road next week. See ya.